Hey gang, TigerBill here and back again with another Newbie Drummer Monday. Now, this time I'd like to talk about not really jokes, although that's what you might have got from the title of this session, drummer jokes, but why all the drummer jokes? Why are they aimed at drummers, calling drummers really somewhat less of a musician than other musicians who play other instruments? Well, I think the main reason for that goes way back, especially takes me way back to junior high school years. When I first started to play drums, I did that in the 4th grade. That's the first time they let me into the band. It was in the 4th grade. So I chose drums. I got hip to reading rhythmic patterns right away. You know, I had no trouble reading music. As Morello said to me years later, he says, you know, man, he says, you could read Fleisch poop. Okay. I just was a natural for reading the rhythm. I got the simple math that was involved. I'm terrible in math, but I know enough of fractions to understand how to read music. And that was simple. Okay, but what really scared me is that in junior high, they offered a course, Music Theory 101, Music Theory 102. And just the title alone, I kind of like got scared, you know, like I said, whoa, well, yeah, but I'm a drummer. I don't really need the rest of the music, you know, all I need is rhythm, you know, and like I said, I could read anything, could read any chart anybody threw in front of me, you know, but I just didn't understand the rest of music. I mean, there's more to music than just rhythm. As I told you in a previous session, we talked about the major elements of music altogether. There needs to be a melody line, needs to be harmony, and needs to be rhythm. Rhythm we've got down cold, and a lot of drummers do. Some drummers, unfortunately, some famous ones, to also you know, give us more of a bad rep, can't even read rhythm at all, you know, and they're famous drummers. Well, okay, but that doesn't mean that that's a good thing. You know, I think the more knowledge is always better. But anyway, you know, just in title alone, music theory, like, was, you know, and I think the reason they title something like that is because some, you know, certain professors, you know, they want to make it like it's a big deal, and it's like, you know, you got to be almost at a genius level to understand what music theory is, not, let alone study it or try to study it, try to understand it, you know. A few years back, I produced a drum show that ran on Comcast for a while. And, you know, did I name it, you know, Drum Set Education 101, Drum Set Education 102. I called it Fun with Drums, right? Now, I figure I get more people involved if I just called it something that sounds like it's fun, right? Well, they could just as easily call Music Theory 101, you know, Fun with Music, or Making Money with Music, you know. Because when you know the other elements of music involved, you can compose songs. And when you can compose songs, you can make money, you know. So I feel that there's no reason for people to be afraid of something like music theory. And I know it might sound a little scary, you know, and a little, you know, like it sounds too complicated. It's really dead simple. And what is music theory? Really, it's just music. That's it. Without theory, there would be no music. Okay, so don't let that title scare you. You don't have to go to college for it either, you know, although that's a lesson for another session. All you got to do is grab yourself a book. One of the books I highly recommend is one of those idiot guides, you know, to music theory. Of course, it's named Music Theory. Okay, just look past that. Grab a copy of something like that and educate yourself. If you're into rhythm, that's great, but also learn the chordal structures, the melodies, just if for nothing else, so you can talk with your fellow musicians, you know, and understand what they're talking about. Okay, so I hope that helps. Until next time, have fun and always stay loose. Hey, if you like that video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, smash that subscribe button, and ring the bell if you want to be notified every time I post. And don't forget to share it with your friends. Thank you, and I'll catch you on the flip side.